All right, everyone, get ready because today we are going
Oh.
deep into a story that I think is going to really hit home for a lot of us.
Yeah.
We are talking all about prayer, faith, and a woman from the Bible named Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
And her story is so relatable, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like it could be trending, you know,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
on like hashtag ancient TikTok or something.
You know what I think it's incredible is how
Yeah.
these stories that are thousands of years old
Right.
can still speak to us today.
It's true.
I mean, especially for anyone who's ever felt stuck or like
Yeah.
they're not being heard or
Totally unheard.
yeah, or like their dreams are just like on hold.
Yeah.
It's indefinite.
Back-ordered, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we've got this YouTube video that we're looking at that's
Mhm.
breaking down Hannah's story,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got so many insights.
Yeah.
But I really think it's important to point out that this isn't just some, like, dusty history lesson.
No, not at all.
You know, this is like
It's very relevant.
it's like a master class
Yes.
in how to deal with life's curveballs
Hmm.
with faith.
Yeah.
You know, even when it feels like the universe
Is it getting ghosted by the universe?
yeah, totally ghosting you.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. I love that.
So I guess we should probably set the scene, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we're talking ancient Israel.
Okay.
Okay. A time when having kids
Right.
wasn't just a personal choice. It was
Right.
like a societal
A societal expectation.
requirement,
Mhm.
practically.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what?
What?
Hannah couldn't have children.
Right.
Can you imagine the pressure?
Oh, I can't even imagine.
It would be like, I don't know,
Yeah.
the only one in your friend group who
Okay.
hasn't posted a baby reveal.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Like, it's rough.
Yeah.
And the YouTube video really does a great job at highlighting
Yeah.
the cultural weight of motherhood
Right.
back then.
Right. It wasn't just
It's like a personal thing. It was a very...
yeah. Yeah. Social standing. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Mhm.
so being infertile
Yeah.
back then
Mhm.
was seen as like a sign
Yeah.
of divine disapproval, you know?
Like,
Almost like you were being punished
yeah, like a curse.
a little bit. Yeah.
Like almost like a scarlet letter. Yeah.
Totally.
Ouch.
Yeah. Talk about
A serious social media fail.
you're canceled.
You're canceled. Yeah, exactly.
Big time.
But you know, this is what I think is so interesting.
Yeah. What?
Instead of just like
Right.
internalizing all this shame
Right.
or like trying to, I don't know, hustle for a
Let's see,
miracle.
Yeah. Manifest it.
Yeah, like,
Oh.
you know, do all the things.
Right.
Hannah does something really different.
Yeah.
She takes her struggle straight to the source.
Right. To God.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes to the tabernacle.
Yes.
Which is the central place of worship.
Mm-hmm.
And just pours her heart out to God
Yeah.
in this very raw,
Hurrah.
unfiltered prayer.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so real.
And we're not talking about like,
It's not a carefully crafted post.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
It's not like the influencer
Right.
approved prayer.
The perfectly curated. Yeah.
No, the video describes her as like
Yeah.
weeping bitterly, her voice trembling.
Yeah.
It's like the ancient equivalent of like a late night
Yeah.
soul-bearing tweet,
Yes.
but like way more powerful.
Way more powerful. Yeah. 100%.
It's so good.
It's so good.
And it's so real and it's so raw
Yeah.
and it's so honest.
And you know what's so interesting is that
Yeah.
her prayer was so emotionally charged
Yes.
that the high priest, Eli,
Oh, Eli. What a name.
I know.
What a name, Eli.
I know.
But yeah, go on. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. But he actually
Okay.
initially mistook her for being drunk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's how
Because she was just so
intense.
beside herself, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that it just shows you how rare it was
Yeah.
to see that level of like
Yeah.
raw vulnerability
Yes.
expressed in prayer.
Totally.
Like it was not the norm.
You know, it wasn't the...
It wasn't like a performance. It was
No.
the real deal.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that detail.
It's a good one.
Such a good detail.
It is.
It's like she's saying, look,
Yeah.
I'm not here for...
I'm not here for a show.
Yeah, like
That's
some
not-
perfectly curated, you know,
Right.
spiritual performance.
It's not a TED Talk.
No.
You know?
I'm here with my...
I'm here with my messy,
Those are-
broken
yeah,
heart.
it's a broken heart.
And I need you, God.
Yeah. Yes.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so real.
And, you know, and it's in that moment
yeah.
of just like
Raw honesty.
raw honesty. Yeah.
That she makes this incredible vow to God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, okay, God, if you bless me with a son,
Yeah.
I promise to dedicate him back to your service.
Wow.
That's a big one.
That's a big commitment.
Yeah, that's a huge commitment.
Whoa.
It's like complete surrender
Yeah.
of her deepest desire.
It's like saying,
Yeah.
okay, God, if you come through,
Right?
I'm putting it all
I'm giving it all back.
back in your hands.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Right.
Like, whoa, and
Yeah.
especially in a culture.
Right. Especially back then.
Yeah, where it was like
When that was like the most important thing.
everything. Yeah.
Societally.
Yeah, to have kids.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's amazing.
That level of trust.
Yeah, it's huge.
Just mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing. I mean, it really does.
Yeah.
It really speaks to the depth of her faith
Mhm.
and like her understanding of what true surrender looks like.
It's true.
It's not about getting what we want and then just
Wow.
holding on to it for dear life.
Yeah.
It's about acknowledging that everything we have, right, is ultimately a gift.
Yeah.
And sometimes the most profound act of faith is giving that gift back.
Yeah, back to the giver.
Back to the giver. That's a
key.
really powerful perspective.
Yeah.
And I think especially in a world that's so obsessed
Yeah.
with control and instant gratification.
Totally.
It's just like
Right.
such a different way of thinking.
Yeah, it's countercultural.
Yeah, totally. It's
Freaky.
like Hannah's saying, you know what, God,
Yeah.
I trust you, even with the things that matter most to me.
The things that I hold most dear.
Yeah.
I'm giving them to you.
Yeah.
And, the YouTube video really does a good job of
It's
explaining the significance
Yeah.
of dedicating a child to lifelong service
Mm-hmm.
in ancient Israel. Because it wasn't just like
Okay.
dropping them off at Sunday school. This was a life set apart,
Wow.
dedicated to religious duties,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge.
It was a big sacrifice. Yeah.
Yeah, and just like
Whoa.
a radical act of faith.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I can't help but wonder,
Right.
did Hannah, fully grasp
Yeah.
the weight of that vow when she made it?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like in that moment
Yeah, she's in the midst
of such raw emotions.
of this,
Yeah.
really intense emotional outpouring.
Yeah.
She's desperate for a miracle.
Yeah.
Was it just like a moment of, I don't know.
Right. Like impulsive.
Yeah, impulsive faith.
Or was there something deeper there?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's hard to know. And it's
Yeah.
something that scholars have debated for
Right.
centuries. But
yeah,
what's fascinating to me is that
yeah.
whether it was like the spontaneous outpouring
Mhm.
or a carefully considered decision,
Yeah.
the fact that Hannah followed through
Wow, yeah.
speaks volumes
It really does.
about her character
Mhm.
and her commitment to God. It's like she's not just talking the talk.
Right.
She's walking the walk.
And I think that's something that's so important
It's huge.
for us today.
Yeah.
It's so easy to
To say things.
just say things.
Right. To make promises.
Yeah. To make promises. And
But when the rubber meets the road,
when it gets tough, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
To actually follow through
Totally.
is huge, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think what you were saying earlier
Yeah.
about surrendering our desires to a higher purpose,
Mm-hmm.
that resonates so deeply
It does.
with people today, especially
Right.
millennials and Gen Z,
I think so.
who are just,
We're trying to figure it all out.
they're grappling with these big questions
Yeah.
of meaning and purpose.
Yeah. Exactly.
In a world that just feels,
In a world that feels chaotic and uncertain.
chaotic and uncertain.
Yeah.
Totally. It's hard to find your footing.
It is. And it's like
Yeah.
we're constantly bombarded with these messages telling us to
Chase our dreams.
hustle.
Yeah, to
Let's
hustle.
Build your brand.
Yeah, to build your personal brand.
Yeah.
To achieve ultimate success.
Achieve. It's like,
But then we hit these points in our lives.
right. And then you're like, wait,
Where it's like, wait, is this all there is?
is this it?
Is there something more?
Yeah, there's got to be something more.
What's the point?
Right.
And I think Hannah's story offers such a powerful alternative
I think so too.
to that.
Yeah. Totally.
It's not about
Right.
denying our desires.
No, it's not about pretending
No, it's not about saying oh, I don't,
that you don't want things.
I don't want anything. Yeah, it's about
It's about placing them
placing them in a larger context.
in a larger context.
Yeah.
Recognizing that
Recognizing that there might be a bigger picture.
there's something bigger
Yeah.
than you, than your immediate desires.
Yeah, a divine plan that we can't fully grasp.
The divine plan that we can't even fathom.
Yeah, we can't even fathom. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think we need to get back to Hannah.
Okay, yeah.
So does God actually come through for her?
He does.
He does. Okay. So does she get her miracle baby?
She gets her miracle baby.
She does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay.
So she conceives
Okay.
and gives birth to a son,
Oh, wow.
and she names him Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means heard by God.
Heard by God. Oh, that's a good one.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's so beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's this reminder that even when we feel
Yeah.
unheard,
Unheard.
unseen,
Unseen.
lost in the noise of the world,
Yeah.
God is listening.
God is listening.
He sees our pain.
He sees us. Yeah.
He knows our longings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
It's powerful.
And I can only imagine like
Right.
all of the emotions.
That's like a whirlwind.
Yeah, the whirlwind of emotions.
Yeah.
Hannah must have felt like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like when your phone finally connects to Wi-Fi
Yes.
after like hours of buffering.
Yes, it's like that relief.
Yeah, that's right.
That joy, that
That's right.
gratitude.
Gratitude.
Probably like a good dose of disbelief too.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, okay,
But then,
this is the remarkable part.
yeah,
She doesn't forget her promise.
she remembers.
She remembers, right?
As soon as Samuel is weaned,
Yeah.
she takes him to the tabernacle
Okay.
and dedicates him to God's service.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
So she actually gives up her son?
She gives him up.
The child that she literally prayed into existence?
Yes.
Talk about a next level trust fall.
Oh my gosh, it's huge.
That is huge.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, and it's such a moment of
Yeah.
profound sacrifice and unwavering faith.
It really is.
Yeah, it's like saying, God,
Mhm.
I trust you more with my son's future.
More than I trust myself.
And I trust myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I am getting chills.
Yeah, right.
Like, just thinking about it,
It's powerful.
it's powerful.
Yeah.
But, it also makes me think about, like, the
Mm.
psychology of surrender,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, is this purely a spiritual act?
Right.
Or is there, like,
Yeah.
a scientific basis
Yeah.
for how letting go
Mm-hmm.
can actually lead to greater fulfillment?
That's a great question.
Like, I don't know.
And there's some really interesting research
Okay.
on the neurological and psychological benefits of surrender.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like studies have shown
Yeah.
that practicing acceptance
Mm-hmm.
and letting go
Yeah.
of the need to control
Yeah.
can reduce stress,
Oh, okay.
improve emotional regulation,
Why?
and even boost our immune systems.
So letting go isn't just good for the soul.
Right.
It's good for the body, too.
It seems so.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
It is. And it makes sense.
Oh, when you think about it.
Right.
Because when we're constantly clinging to things
Mm-hmm.
and trying to force outcomes,
Yeah.
it creates this internal tension,
Right.
this resistance.
Yeah.
And that takes a toll
It takes a toll.
on us physically and emotionally.
Oh, yeah. Like it's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
But when we surrender,
Yeah.
when we allow things to unfold
Mm.
without that white-knuckled grip,
Yeah.
it frees up energy
Oh, yeah.
and it allows us to be more present,
To be more present. Yeah.
more receptive to what life throws our way.
That's such a good connection
Yeah,
between the spiritual and the scientific.
it is.
Like,
I love that.
it's like Hannah's story is giving us this ancient wisdom
Right.
that's also backed up by modern research.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay, so we can't forget about Samuel, right?
right.
Like, what happens to him?
Right. What happens to Samuel?
He doesn't just disappear into the tabernacle, right? No, he does not.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he doesn't just
Fade into the background.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens?
So this is where things get even more interesting.
Okay, tell me more.
Okay, so Samuel grows up
Okay.
to become this pivotal figure in Israel's history.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, he becomes a prophet,
Okay.
a judge,
Mm-hmm.
and a leader who guides the nation
Wow.
through a really turbulent time.
Okay, so Hannah's sacrifice.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a personal act of faith.
No, it wasn't just about her.
It had major implications for the entire nation.
The entire nation.
Talk about a ripple effect.
Talk about a ripple effect.
It makes you wonder if Hannah had any idea what she was setting in motion
Right.
when she made that vow.
It's amazing.
Could she have ever imagined that her son
Funny.
would become this influential leader,
Yeah.
shaping the destiny of a whole nation?
It's hard to say,
Yeah.
but I think it speaks to the mystery and the power of faith.
It does.
You know, sometimes the
Yeah.
smallest acts of obedience,
Yeah.
the most difficult surrenders,
Yeah.
can have consequences that just ripple out
That ripple out.
far beyond our own lives.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, like that butterfly effect
Oh,
thing, right?
Totally.
Like one seemingly small action
Yeah.
just setting off this chain reaction
Mm-hmm.
that changes everything.
It's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It really makes you think about like
Yeah.
the ripple effects of our own choices.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
Like what are we setting in motion with our everyday decisions?
And our actions, our thoughts. Yeah.
With our faith.
Yeah.
With our surrender. Yeah.
And you know, it's interesting.
Right.
There's actually this scientific concept
Okay.
that relates to this idea of interconnectedness.
Okay.
It's called the morphic resonance theory.
Morphic resonance theory.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds pretty fancy.
Slip it out there.
Okay.
But
Bring it down for us.
okay, so basically it proposes
You're okay.
that there's this invisible field
Right.
that connects all living things.
Okay.
Kind of like a collective memory or
Right.
like a universal library of experiences.
Okay. Interesting.
So the idea is that like when
Yeah.
enough individuals learn or experience something new,
Mm-hmm.
it creates kind of a pathway in this field.
Okay.
And then that makes it easier for other people to
Yeah.
learn or experience the same thing.
So like we're all subconsciously connected
Kind of, yeah.
and influencing each other through this invisible web
It's like we're all connected, yeah.
of shared experiences.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's kind of trippy.
it's a little trippy.
But it's also kind of awesome.
it is kind of awesome.
Like, whoa,
Yeah.
it's like our choices,
yeah,
our actions, even our thoughts
right.
can contribute to this like collective shift in consciousness.
Like a ripple effect.
Ripple effect.
Yeah, exactly.
That extends way beyond
Yeah,
like our immediate sphere of influence.
totally.
Okay. That is mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And it makes Hannah's story even more powerful
It does.
because it suggests that like her act of surrender,
Mm.
her willingness to like
Yeah.
trust God with her deepest desire.
Yeah,
It might have actually
Okay.
contributed to this positive shift in
totally.
the collective consciousness of her time,
Totally.
like paving the way for greater faith and trust
Mhm.
in something beyond ourselves.
I love that.
I know it's wild.
It's powerful.
It's really powerful.
Yeah.
And it aligns with what,
Yeah.
some spiritual traditions have been saying
Yeah, for centuries.
for centuries,
That we're all interconnected.
that we're all connected.
Our actions have consequences
Yeah.
that go way beyond our individual lives.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if we even understand
Right.
the power
We probably don't.
of our own choices,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
our own acts of faith and surrender.
That's amazing.
Like what if,
Yeah.
like Hannah, we're setting in motion
Right. Yeah.
these ripple effects that we can't even
we don't even know about.
comprehend.
Yeah, we can't even fathom.
It's crazy.
I know it's humbling.
It's humbling. It's a little scary,
Yeah, a little bit.
but also exciting.
But also exciting. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because it means that we have the power
We have the power
to make a difference.
to make a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think we got to get back to Samuel.
Okay. Yeah.
So we've talked about his impact, like
Right.
on a national level.
On a national level, yeah.
But the video also highlights
Yeah.
how his influence touched on something
Yeah.
that's really personal and relevant to a lot of people even today.
Totally.
What was it about Samuel that like
Yeah.
resonates with us
Yeah.
in the 21st century?
Well, as Samuel grew older,
Yeah.
he saw firsthand
Okay.
the corruption and injustice
Mhm.
that often came with power.
Right.
And he saw how easily people could be swayed
Yeah.
by greed and ambition.
Totally.
And so he became this voice for the voiceless.
Wow. He was like an ancient
Right.
social justice warrior.
He was.
I can totally see him
Yeah.
trending on Twitter with hashtag justice for all.
Hashtag just for all. Yeah.
Oh, totally.
He was all about that.
That's so
Yeah. He challenged the status quo.
Yeah.
He spoke truth to power.
Mm-hmm.
And he just reminded everyone that, like,
Yeah.
true leadership was
If it-
about serving others,
Serving others.
not exploiting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
That's awesome.
He was.
And it's incredible to think that like
Yeah.
Hannah's decision,
Yeah.
her act of faith
Mm-hmm.
in dedicating Samuel to God
Right.
has such far-reaching consequences.
Though it's crazy.
It's like she unknowingly set in motion
Yeah.
this chain of events
Yeah.
that led to
To greater justice.
greater justice and compassion
Yeah.
in her society.
It's amazing.
That's powerful.
It is powerful.
And it really reinforces that
that ripple effect.
ripple effect we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Like, whoa,
They
it's
think
like
our actions really matter.
they do.
Even the small ones.
Even the small ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like that quote,
Yeah.
what we do for ourselves dies with us.
Mm-hmm.
What we do for others and the world remains and is immortal.
That's a good one.
Right.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And I think that's kind of Hannah's legacy,
I think so.
you know,
Sure.
or
Yeah.
her willingness to surrender her son
Yeah.
to a higher purpose
Mm-hmm.
ultimately contributed to a
Yeah.
more just and compassionate society.
It's a powerful message.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a really powerful message.
And it's a powerful lesson for all of us today.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, as we navigate our own challenges and try to make a difference.
Make a difference.
Yeah, world. So, okay, we've covered a lot today.
We have.
Like a lot.
It's been a journey.
It's been a journey, yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah's heartbreak,
Yeah.
her audacious prayer.
Her bold prayer.
Yeah, the miracle of Samuel's birth.
The miracle baby.
Yeah, his impact on Israel.
Huge impact.
The ripple effect of our choices.
Yeah. That keeps coming up.
It does keep coming up, right?
It does.
Scientific theories.
Yeah.
A little bit of Asian social justice.
Yeah. We went there.
We did go there.
We did.
What's the most important takeaway for
Yeah.
our listeners?
I think the most important thing
Yeah.
is that,
Yeah.
Hannah's story
Mm-hmm.
is a story of unwavering faith,
It's true.
even when things are really hard.
Even when things are tough, yeah.
Yeah.
And prayer is,
It's not just some empty ritual.
no, it's power.
Like a powerful force
Yeah.
that can move mountains, that can change destinies, yeah.
Yeah, it can change everything.
And it all starts with surrender,
Yes.
right?
It
Like that's the key.
That's the key.
So listeners,
Yeah.
I hope that this deep dive has inspired you
Yeah.
to maybe consider your own barrenness.
Yeah. What are those areas?
Yeah, what are those areas in your life
Yeah, where you feel stuck.
where you're feeling stuck, where you feel hopeless
Or unfulfilled.
or unfulfilled? Yeah, like
Yeah.
what are those things that you need to
Yeah.
bring to God in prayer?
Yeah, bring them to God, surrender them.
Surrender them, yeah.
And trust that.
Trust that He can
Yeah.
bring life and beauty.
Mm-hmm. Even out of the most desolate places.
Yeah, even out of the roughest, toughest, hardest situations.
It's possible.
It is possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listeners, I think
Yeah.
we've squeezed
And it.
every last drop of wisdom out of this
We're wrong out.
deep dive.
Yeah.
A massive thanks to our expert for
Oh, thank you.
shedding light on Hannah's story and
That's my pleasure.
connecting it to our lives today.
Of course.
This has been so good.
It's been fun.
It's been so fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out the YouTube video
Yes.
for an even more in-depth look at her journey.
It's a good one.
It is a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
And as always, keep exploring,
Yes.
keep questioning, and keep diving deep
Keep diving deep.
into the things that matter.
To the good stuff.
To the good stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Until next time, stay